Hey yo friendos, thank you for stopping by my channel today where I do Sims 4 renditions of my favorite reality shows. I hope you're having a good week so far. I apologize for another delayed video, but it's finally here. It's jam-packed with action and fun moments, so sit back and enjoy the show. Previously on Survivor Blood vs. Water. New alliances form across tribes, notably the 3 Hoas on Wulong and the T-Club reunion on Menghu. Tribes were notified at the immunity challenge that 1 tribe would win immunity and 2 tribes would go to tribal. Wulong maintains their perfect winning streak, sending Lanjing and Menghu to tribal. On Lanjing, Margot's new friendship with Aki sends Gary into panic mode, and at tribal, Aki placed the vote block on him and worked with Margot to send Gary home. On Menghu, Marlon calls out Kajir's challenge performance and fights basically his whole tribe. Disarming Kajir gains the difficult family dynamic as well. At tribal, Marlon's antics turned his tribe against him, sending him home in a unanimous vote. 14 are left, who will be voted out tonight. Welcome back to the show! I am so excited for today's episode. So we'll tune into Lanjing first since they went to tribal first and therefore they're returning first. Houston immediately picks a fight with Margot. He can't believe she actually booted Gary. Whoop! Margot's angry too, like the audacity you have to call me out, Houston. Meanwhile, Aki's all smiles and she's gonna head to bed.
Chonkaby, Shabashu Kanumi. Babane. Vobi Ipsa Bibdo.
The two continue to argue, and meanwhile, Menghu returns from tribal council. They're all in good spirits because they voted together, so there's no bad blood. Let's call it a night for now. Get some rest because we have a big day tomorrow. Morning kicks off with some drink throwing. What's new? Houston usually lives for drama, but he's very sick of these two at the moment. Oh, the sing forbidden words. Beautiful. The shoving! Margot! Oh, Aki returns the favor. Oh, I guess this is a thing now. Okay, cut. Everybody, come meet me at the challenge grounds! And Wulong take a good look at the new tribes. On Lanjing, Gary voted out the first tribal council, and on Menghu, Marlon voted out at the second one. So, castaways, it is currently day 22 of the game, and dare I congratulate you for making it to the halfway point of this game. Give yourselves a hand. It's time to take the game to greater heights, so in just a few moments, you will be put together on a new camp, tribeless. This isn't a merge, however, because you will earn your way into the merge in 2 days' time. You can call this Mergatory or fake merge or whatever they call it these days, but take this chance to get to know your new tribe mates. And just for y'all, the audience, here's the eventual name of the merge tribe, Nuwa. We're getting a green tribe for once, and the name is a big kudos to Mockingjay from my Discord server. Nuwa is the goddess of creation and the pillar of heaven, and in some novels known as the daughter of the Jade Emperor. The initial name was gonna be Qingyu, which stands for clear jade, so this is just a big upgrade. Okay, we'll come back to this in a few days. Let's get back to the castaways now. Woo, look at you, all together on one mat. Don't they look so good? So, I'm treating the castaways to a little feast to celebrate making it to day 22 of the game. We have some stalls set up courtesy of Komorebi Kitchen, so enjoy! Quick peek at the new camp, by the way. All the rewards and amenities are combined, so needs should no longer be a problem. Hopefully. Okay, go on now. Feast on the delicious food and beverage, and don't forget to meet each other. This gate is definitely too small. Violet and Charlotte are finally reunited, and Violet is ecstatic.
Dala Shibi Yaba Kitsuni Jalurba Yakalao
Nushtambalea Widaba Nubim Jaraza.
Another duo reunites as well, and they're Margot, that's your brother. Please don't shove your brother after not seeing him for 21 days. Oh my god, she's so mad, she's not thinking straight.
Aragaba, Yemfu, Tarsife Proben, Lemino, Quar Gorbane.
Well, there. Oh, a jokesters family dynamic. How cute! Yes, yes, yes. Unlike Bisam and Kajir here, their dynamic is still very difficult. Everyone else actually goes for the food, which is what is intended for this feast. My goodness, this table is littered with empty plates already. This feast is heaven for the little glutton Charlotte, of course. Stephanie is already in the conversational mood and she's happy to see Houston again. They didn't get along that great on Menghu, but I guess distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Flag on the shore. Lucci. Kaljo Darishi. Manifest Septa.
Meanwhile, other reunited tribe mates aren't doing so well. Lin and Tai are not getting along and Tai even scolds Lin. What is happening?
Ganuik Saflan, Sabe, Domadan, Bayiba Doyim, Brispa Krosh.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have done that in front of Ailey. You never yell at Mama Lin, you hear me? Oh, and Violet has to chime in too. They come in a 2-for-1 package deal now. I literally looked away for 1 second. Malcolm's throwing drinks at Margot now? This sibling rivalry is on another level. Oh, would you look at the time? The stalls are closing up. Y'all, everyone dropped everything to watch this. Alright, go. You can continue the drama back at camp. Oh my god, Violet and Charlotte are still talking. They are way too excited to be together again. It's so sweet. Oh yay! The showman is going strong between Aki and Malcolm. Yup, very strong. Ailey tries to check in with Kajir, but he's being very unbothered today. Ailey's like, Bisam, you see this? What's wrong with your son?
Ponil, Stevie Bork, Kobo, Rixel Kimba, Smine Thurzo.
Ailey is panicking, so to the chessboard she goes to ponder her moves. Oh, here's an unlikely bond. Looks like Kajir was in a hurry to meet Houston. He must really like Houston's stories. Wow, Houston thinks Kajir is interesting and fun to be around, while Kajir likes Houston's strong mind.
Pukanoi, Sefa, Gobafa, Zilnoi, Schmezel Klimp, Lissarak, Aze, Snasha, Tunkupu Espinal Das, Opitash, Kinkuya, Lanoi.
Aw, maybe this will help with his own self-discovery. And from a game standpoint, Houston also needs all the allies he can get, so this is an absolute win. Besides Houston, he's also reunited with his bestie Charlotte. The two hug and goof around. At least Charlotte won't yell at him for doing teenager things.
Yanibi Yanka, Zilnoi, Shabe Simona Sero, Spama, Flume, Apalachaba, Guma, Widaba Urabea.
Well, if only the family dynamic isn't taking a toll on Kajir and Bisam's relationship, and the strict father in Bisam is really coming out.
Venosa Labragus, Gorge Botne, Jabibo, Jamul, Vespagane, Wabarani.
Wow, a festering grudge with each other. That is not good. Bisam is depressed now and he's gonna go cry in the shower. Tai regroups the original Wulong together, hoping to share information and get something going. And that concludes the first night of Mergatory. We have another free day tomorrow and then immunity the next, so stay tuned. Oh, it decided to rain heavily too. This is gonna be a very interesting day ahead. Bisam starts off the morning introducing himself to Margot. She seems pretty excited to get to know him. The gays Houston and Lamar have met as well. Houston's like, finally, someone on my wavelength. Or not.
Naba Flarzo, Zarb's Canoe, Mertz Defusha, Ringoya, Taboo.
Wait, a heart? Oh, flirty introduction, Hanu? Oh my god, a crush on Sir Bisam? Hanu! Oh my god, Hanu has a crush on the married man,
Hindi Chib, it's Judah, Kubao, Alpha Ness, Swepsu Flow, Silna Roy.
Rain, shine, smelly or fragrant, Charlotte's gotta eat. Jesus, she scares me. Aki woke up this morning and chose violence. Why? I literally have no clue. I guess she trusts Malcolm can take it or something. Violet and Charlotte are still doing their mother-daughter thing, and Tai basically made it his business. He's just like watching over their shoulder, please.
Yanobor, Freenip, Gungaday, Yawada, Ushar, Probara Dawi, Ofana Dalopa, Tiu, Ufas Arzum, Buster Bood, Wafatum Rashim, Bala for Argaba,
Charlotte plays in a puddle now. So cute. Damn, why is this mud so red? She loves her mom so much. Oh, Malcolm? What's he doing? Oh, this rock is diggable? Of course it is. And about damn time somebody found this thing. Malcolm cracks the rock open and finds a blood versus water exclusive advantage. Malcolm has found the blood pendant. This advantage essentially acts like a hidden immunity idol, but nullifies votes for the user and their loved one. In this case, Malcolm and Margot. However, this pendant can only be played if both of them are present at Tribal, and Final 8 is the last time it can be used. And in case you wonder, I did use a mold of clay since they don't break rocks autonomously. Still surprised it took a day for someone to find it. This find is huge for Malcolm, and he's gonna go hide it in the tent now.
Blow far, Balafoy, Aragaba, Yemfo, Wafatub, Muchipichi, Musty Scorpina, Muscat Trebe, Yaflababgor, Shabini Jabbit, Turp System, Shema Corbeth.
Somehow, I think Violet and Charlotte were too busy hugging to notice him at all. Oh, Violet! She slipped in the puddle, please! She's pissed now. She's gonna give that puddle a piece of her mind. Disarm catches wind of Houston and Kajiro's conversation yesterday and yells at him for it. This is gonna fuel his hate for Houston even more. Oh! My god, this puddle is everyone's enemy today. Ailey even stomps the puddle on Kajiro's behalf like the loyal queen she is. Tai talks to his game mom and dad Hanu and his fellow diva Lamar, citing them as the people that he trusts the most. Therefore, Lamar is added to his human family.
Pomeray, Lenarga Mibi, Shwe Bao, Orzap Yaza.
Ailey senses that she's being left out of things, so she comes to the table to listen in as well. Tai's like, well, alright, we'll add Ailey to the alliance too. I guess this means the divas are no more since all of them are in this family now. That's the biggest alliance we have so far.
Forney Pashushi. Arabeg Fetch. Zimastay. Lamish. Instadorpa. Uspa. Nova Shun. Taru Kana. Smishy Lafana. Flanibi.
A big happy family. I'm honestly very excited for this alliance. It's the biggest one in the game so far. While Wulong sticks together, Houston also springs into action, attempting to reunite the Monghooves, even if some of them voted against him.
Duh. Scuba Chew. Pratna Pelzo. Sploif Kinar. Panto Cress. Manu. Blue Need Fronge. Marble Bean.
Oh gosh, oh no, Lamar's hard-headedness is back and he's gonna implode any second now. Please, Hanu left as fast as he can. Iconic. He's like, y'all suck for not laughing at my jokes. I'm a comedian, remember? Tai's like, oh come on. Of course, Ailey isn't happy with this and she tells Lamar off. I guess families fight?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh my god, Stephanie. Where did Stephanie come from? Oh, she yells at Lamar? Well, I guess that's what happens when everyone is Tai's best friend.
Bounda. Pafuni Do. Sasuna. Muchi Peaches Afix. Mo.
The loyal Sims continue to make a slash on the tribe. Violet confronts Lamar, which in turn causes him to lash out at Houston. So much anger on this tribe. Houston immediately reports Lamar's behavior to this table here. At the same time, Aki swoops in to be Lamar's best friend in his time of need, continuing to drive people apart that way. Oh, a text! Trent? His a-holery continues even if he's out of the game. Oh my god. Houston tries to make nice with Lamar, trying a different strategy, but Lamar is already tired of talking to Houston today. Lian's been talking to mostly everybody today, minus Charlotte that is. The two still don't get along and Violet senses the tension and tries to bridge the gap. And she proceeds to talk to anybody else then to face the situation.
Espana. Arabe. Pulstahibine. Hapiam Evanage.
And that concludes another day in Survival Land. A very special challenge coming tomorrow morning, so stay tuned. Our early risers Hanu and Lian continue their many conversations about life and family and stuff, but a wild Malcolm is mopping and eavesdropping. Oop, never mind, he joins the conversation and is met with Lian.
Parsife Froben, Skuma Plondi. Parsife Froben, Limino, Quar Gorbane.
Competitive little Kajir is bored from not having challenges again. It's literally coming in the next hour, Kajir. Please chill. Stephanie tries to cheer him up though. How nice! Kajir! Why are you so rude? Ailey is also fed up with Aki's constant manipulation of her friends and decides to call her out on it. She just laughs. She's a psycho.
Ibiha Shanisi, Mesplima, Gween Jayabimo, Essenoi, Flarib, Finalibo.
Well, that thinking will have to wait. Come to the challenge grounds, everybody. And yes, y'all are not merged yet, but I'll let you experience what it feels like to stand under the merge tribe flag. Cause today, you are going to earn your way into the merge. Malcolm never takes me seriously, I swear. Anyway, in just a few moments, the Dream Team will take over and show you the challenge, where half of you will earn your way to immunity and the merge. Actually, before we move on, I just noticed that Kajir gained a mean streak sometime yesterday. That makes much more sense. That's why he's mean to everybody and not just his father. Oh well, Dream Team, take the stage. All 14 castaways will participate in today's obstacle course, which is made to push you to the limit. This is earning the merge in every sense of the word. Castaways will first come face to face with themselves. They will have to journal their feelings about the game so far, so the most emotionally composed will surely finish fast. Once done, they can proceed to the diving platforms and perform a swan dive into the murky waters. I know the Dream Team is doing a backflip in this clip, but I changed it to a swan dive in the actual challenge because the backflip takes too long. Even those who fail it can do faster. They will then swim to the other side and try to score a 3-pointer at their designated basketball hoop. Once done, they will move on to a Survivor Classic, a puzzle. Castaways will assemble a 100-piece puzzle titled Guardian of the Forest as fast as they can. Once they finish that, they can proceed to light the fire and signal their completion. The first 7 castaways to finish the obstacle course will successfully earn their way into the merge, where they will also win immunity at Tribal Council and cannot be voted out. The remaining 7 castaways will be eligible to be voted out at Tribal, with one of them just barely missing out on the merge. This challenge is everything, so give it your all. Dun dun dun! Our 14 castaways have randomly drawn for spots and they're ready to earn their way to the merge. Remember, only the first 7 to finish gets immunity and a confirmed spot on Niwa. Survivors ready? And go! The first station is writing down your feelings on a piece of paper. It may not seem like much of a task, but some Sims may have a lot to say, like Aki here, absolutely losing it. Ailey is excited and so is Violet. They're probably about each other. She is having too much fun at this. I sense some people may be finishing soon. Ooh, Bissam is first to finish the journaling and Margot is hot on his tail. Let's see how they do their swan dives. Ooh, beautiful! The elegance! Nice job, Kajir. Why did Margot swim to the furthest possible point from her station? Anyway, our front runners are gonna attempt some basketball. Ooh, Bissam misses. Margot showing off. And scores! My goodness! Margot moves on to the puzzle portion as more Sims arrive at the basketballs. Bissam misses again! And like father, like son. Margot begins her puzzle while Sims continue to miss their 3-pointers. Ailey, please. So yeah, Malcolm scored during that disturbance. The Stacy siblings take the lead as Sims continue to miss. Ooh, Bissam finally scores! Kajir as well! Aki scores next, followed by Tai. We now have 3 full duos in the lead right now. Let's go, let's go! Violet misses again, but Lamar scores that time. Violet's ball is literally flying out of bounds here. She is really struggling. Meanwhile, Stephanie scores, and yes, I did double check this. Lian, wrong way, honey. Will Violet come through? She does not. Not Ailey thinking that she absolutely slayed that. Hanu also takes the longest way possible to get to his station. And Slayly returns. A little slow today, but she moves on. Girl, Mira! Oh, Mary Greenberg now. I personally want to see this unfold, so yes. Houston aces the 3-pointer with just 1 attempt. Violet, I have no words. Get it together is all I can say. her daughter Charlotte begs to differ. She finally completes the basketball portion. Houston, there's no need to show off. The boys have all moved on. Oh hey, Hanu shoots his shot. He can move on. Only Violet and Lien remain at the basketball portion. Correction, it's only Lien now. Everyone starts on their puzzles as Lien is all alone tossing basketballs. Margot made some good progress with her puzzle, but Stephanie has already gained on her. Oh my god, Lien did it! Yay! Stephanie is very confident with her puzzle making skills. I think she's in the lead right now. Lien joins the crowd and oh my, Kajir has also made some good progress.
Plus Quexel Gao Jifa, Sula. Emka Fluv Gafa. Inawa?
Everyone continues to focus on the puzzle. Oh, Bissam barely got anything there. Oh, Malcolm! Violet and Malcolm both have anger issues when it comes to puzzles, apparently.
Organ off wash. Azarik. This rock. Piano board. Freenip. Gungaday. Yawada.
Trouble in paradise for these Sims. Looks like everyone on this end is struggling with the puzzle. Wow, Stephanie's almost done with her puzzle already. She made up so much time. Margot had a lead and it's all gone now. Now she's just fighting to survive. Oh my god, even Hanu caught up to her. Wait. Peace out from boring puzzles? Y'all can't just not do the puzzle. Shoo, go back. Lamar's temper is also getting in the way of him completing the puzzle. Ooh, Kajir is 2 pieces away from finishing the puzzle. Meanwhile, Charlotte is still struggling to make things fit. Oh my god, Kajir finishes the puzzle! Stephanie too! This is gonna be a race for first! Who will light the fire first? Ooh, Stephanie fumbles! Kajir is the first castaway to earn their way into the merge. And with that, Stephanie earns her way into the merge too! Ty's getting really close to finishing and Malcolm even closer. Okay. Oh, Charlotte makes some good progress. Oh, Lien? Holy Lien finished! I am shook. How did she do that so fast?
Missy Lafana. Flanibi. Yanabi Varob. Fani. Lamarck Amibi. Believe his apple.
Lien is the 3rd castaway to earn the merge. And here comes our 4th. Oop, he'll get there. Hanu excitedly finishes the puzzle next. But not before Ty sneaks up from behind. Ty earns the merge in 5th place and Hanu follows in 6th. Bissam, sit the down. We're looking for one more spot in the merge. And looks like Charlotte's gonna claim it. Oh, but Marco finishes too. And Houston. Charlotte, no! She faced into the desk. I am absolutely shook. Margot messed up at the last second. Houston did it. Whew. I need a moment. Margot failed the fire and loses a guaranteed spot in the merge. So, Hanu, Stephanie, Houston, Lien, Kajir, not Charlotte, Ty, and Malcolm, you 7 have officially earned your spot in the merge, and you cannot be voted out tonight at Tribal Council. Congratulations!
Kubara Zakuni. George Brinka. Simonero. Skimpao. Simpe. Corzini Saquadario.
We'll still let the others finish just so you can gauge their challenge prowess, I guess. Ailey finishes in 10th place. Fellow diva Lamar finishes in 11th. Violet finally finishes after an eternity and she's followed by Bissam. Alas, Aki's bad mood puts her at the bottom of the challenge once again. At least she doesn't have a tribe to let down anymore.
Wessa boo moochie peachy. Mevo lava.
A big congratulations to the 7 of you once again for making the merge. You are officially part of the Nuwa tribe. Also, you are immune from being voted out tonight while getting to vote as well. That is huge power. As for you 7, Violet, Charlotte, Ailey, Margot, Bissam, Aki, and Lamar. You are vulnerable tonight as you are the only 7 who are eligible for the vote. You'll have the evening to consult your tribe mates and figure out who will miss out on the merge. Good luck! Nature calls first of all once the castaways got back to camp. That challenge was many hours long. Violet and Charlotte are both vulnerable, but Violet urges Charlotte to not worry. They got this. Lian comes to the rescue again. She's telling them not to worry. She'll protect them.
Oh, and Kaljo Dorishi. Finafesh Septa. Apalachava is a feast for Mon Sikafus. Saquinario. Bentrip Balafoy. Lunkas, Yakana. No Milwaukee.
What? Wait. I hate myself for my own rules. Lian, what the hell did you do? Oh my god, the whole group went their own ways. I'm scared. At the sinks, Bissam and Kajir's relationship continues to go downhill. Bissam may want to tone it down given that he's a possible vote tonight. Margot tries to gather her Wulong members back in hopes they can all vote together to maybe take an original Menghu out.
Hashushi, Snaiba, Friba, Vush, Buna, From.
Lian says if all of Menghu stick together, we can probably split the vote many ways. I mean, no way Menghu would ever vote together, right? Ailey and Houston have become decent friends over the past few days. She's hoping he can vote with her and her fellow Wulongs to establish some sort of working relationship.
Justine, Vipepto, Unkum, Snowbay Fleeza. Pipitao.
Wow, those compliments definitely help a lot. Oh my god, Aki's on the loose. She managed to make Hanu angry? That takes a lot. Ailey cannot stand for this, of course. Do not talk to my game grandpa like that, okay? Hanu tries to defuse the situation, but Aki is not hearing any of it.
Bobsini, Nabora, Shazzle, Galpa, Shupasa Benea.
Margot reels her brother into the plan. Thank goodness Lamar and Malcolm patched up their differences. Maybe they can work together after all. Kajir has immunity, so he literally doesn't care. He's simmering on the swing. Ailey and Lian step aside to ponder moves at the chess table. They potentially have a lot of power tonight with their connections, but they have to play it properly.
Simbozi, Shanisi Go. Pelagam no Shore, Lucci. Sabavia Vor, Zaffo, Breton.
Oh, what's this? Looks like a bunch of people had gathered together at the poolside table, led by Charlotte. She's reaching out to Stephanie and Houston for some help since they're both safe. And Stephanie seems to be going along with it.
Bledo Blofa, Redoy Bretna, Belgasaur.
Dimisomas, Unka Plashu, Snaby Gobi, Zerf, Mobim Broody, Broody Vibadeso, Kisana Snaby, Umpafree.
The bottom dwellers rise! I am so excited if this voting block or whatever becomes a thing. We'll see. Ailey decides to reel Malcolm into her circle for some reason. I don't think she realizes who she's talking to.
Lemphian Zerpa, Lahoin, Spabim. Yanoborb, Freenip, Gungday, Yawada.
Violet joins the poolside table and tries to calm Bissam down about his family troubles. Like, hey, you're angry, I get it, but we need you and your son to vote together with us.
Craney, Maya Flu, Olibar, Zamonis Arrow, Blurna Pafinskuma.
Oh, Bissam has an early midlife crisis! He desires excitement, so he's bored, and I guess that's Violet's fault. Lian has all the experience in midlife crisis, so she offers Bissam a helping hand. No, not like that, Bissam. Hanu, Lian, Margot, and Lamar have been together all day discussing the vote. Lamar is being a little difficult though.
Skiba Daesh Branka, Quex Harfin, Snurviafa Pelzo, Creambola Creech.
Aki and Malcolm talk the vote and everything Ailey has said. Sounds like they have her locked in. Bissam finally gains his composure and tells his son about the poolside table plan. Lamar hears this and panics. You do notice there's a crowd of people around you, right, Bissam? Oh, Lamar calls Kajir out on it?
Ina to Barno. Oh, seems a quink. Camus Wave. Sagalafib Sick Flusta.
Uh-huh. Oh, Ty? Has Houston finally flirted with the man of his dreams? He's telling him big stories and Houston's really enjoying it. Charlotte's like, hello, pay attention, y'all. We need to solidify our plan tonight. We are totally listening, Charlotte. Every word you say. Oh, he beguiles. He missed again. You shot Violet? Girl, you have terrible aim. I guess Violet will now do whatever you say.
Crazy. Stoon Weebus. Zifafuba.
Wait, Malcolm's jealous? Malcolm! Oh my gosh, don't hit a woman. I don't even know what Aki did, to be honest. Really hit the fan after that. Now Lamar is cussing non-stop in front of everyone because of his paranoia.
Kasana. Pipasama Shiroi. Spina. Brop Yabosa. Yavoya. Lonkas Wasabis.
And Malcolm decides to straight up throw a drink at Aki. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what to expect at Tribal tonight. Margot is shook, like, why is my alliance like this?
Kiba Glash. Wabus. Lumbe Kenda. Bilba. Befite. Seneca Finade. Hisbala Grinia.
And with that mess, it's time for Tribal. I literally don't know what to make of today's event, so Tribal should be interesting, I think. Hello, beauty kings and queens. Welcome to Tribal Council. I see some of you are still very angry from today's event, so this should be fun. Place your shoulders at the back, have a seat, and let's get started. What up? I have to stand behind this fire just so I can have a clear look at everyone. The 7 of you sitting in the front have lost the Earn the Merch challenge, so you are eligible to be voted for tonight. Let's get the show on the road. Anu, you're up. Thank you! If anybody has an advantage or an idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, I will now read the vote. First vote, Aki, that's 1 vote Aki. Ailey, that's 1 vote Aki, 1 vote Ailey. Lamar, that's 1 vote Aki, 1 vote Ailey, 1 vote Lamar. Margot, 1 vote Aki, 1 vote Ailey, 1 vote Lamar, 1 vote Margot. Aki again, 2 votes Aki, 1 vote Ailey, Lamar and Margot. Ailey, 2 votes Aki and Ailey, 1 vote Lamar and Margot. Lamar, we're at 2 votes Aki, Ailey and Lamar, 1 vote Margot. Margot, we're tied, 2 votes each for Aki, Ailey, Lamar and Margot. Violet enters the ring with 1 vote. Charlotte, oh my god, y'all are messy. Okay, next vote. Violet, we're at 2 votes Aki, 2 votes Ailey, 2 votes Lamar, 2 votes Margot, 2 votes Violet, 1 vote Charlotte. Ailey, that's 3 votes Ailey, 2 votes Aki, Lamar, Margot, Violet, and 1 vote Charlotte. Margot, we're tied, 3 votes Ailey and Margot, 2 votes Aki, Lamar, and Violet, 1 vote Charlotte, 1 vote left. Whew, I need some water. Lamar, we have a tie. We will now enter a revote. Margot, Lamar, and Ailey, you 3 will not vote. The remaining 11 of you will vote for one of Margot, Lamar, and Ailey. Got that? Alright, the night is no longer young, so Violet, start us off.
Yes.
Thank you. I will now read the vote. First vote, Ailey, that's 1 vote Ailey. Margot, 1 vote Ailey, 1 vote Margot. Lamar, we're tied, 1 vote Ailey, 1 vote Margot, 1 vote Lamar. Ailey, that's 2 votes Ailey, 1 vote Margot and Lamar. Ailey again, 3 votes Ailey, 1 vote Margot and Lamar. Margot, that's 3 votes Ailey, 2 votes Margot, 1 vote Lamar. Margot, that's 3 votes Ailey and Margot, 1 vote Lamar. Lamar, that's 3 votes Ailey, 3 votes Margot, 2 votes Lamar. Lamar, we're tied, 3 votes Ailey, 3 votes Margot, 3 votes Lamar. Lamar, that's 4 votes Lamar, 3 votes Ailey, 3 votes Margot, 1 vote left. 11% voted out of Survivor Blood vs. Water. Lamar, that's 5 votes. That is enough. Gotta bring me your torch. Wow, that took so long that the fire pit is reset. I gotta say, I did not see this coming at all. Lamar seemed to be in a relatively great position, but I guess some people's plan worked and they didn't like his paranoia. Lamar, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
Chabby Gobi, Roshitan Boy, Mobila Stave, Konjay, Eshkabauschners, Rifse, Udreep, Bounda, Pafuni Du, Sashuna, Arban Duba, Vene Munch Quos, Moishi, Viva Fwave, Farik, Ralph, Illinois. Oh.
Well, Margot, Aki, Violet, Charlotte, Bissam, and Ailey, I'm very pleased to tell you that you have officially made the merge with this vote out. Congratulations! Grab your torches, head back to camp, and I will see you in the next one. That vote was something else. Whew. I'm sure y'all will have a lot to talk about back at camp. Okay, I'm showing the votes along with the revotes now, but the voting logic and the chart will probably make more sense when I explain them in a little bit. So, Lamar is our casualty for tonight. He honestly already exceeded my expectations in some way, cause I really thought his temper was gonna get him in trouble sooner in the pre-merge portion. Also, like 6 out of 7 possible castaways got votes, with only Bissam not getting a vote tonight. Either he's really good or this whole tribe is just super duper messy. Either way, I think this merge will be a funny one to get through. Okay, the voting logic. This is pretty much the best way I can group the voting blocks of this round. Everybody thinks they're slick in wanting to split the vote, but it doesn't work when everyone has the same thought. And I guess they all trusted the wrong people in some way. So, Aki, Malcolm, and Margot are the most dysfunctional alliance ever, but they voted together for Ailey, cause they dislike her more than anything. The poolside voting block consists of father and son Bissam and Kajir, mother-daughter Violet and Charlotte, and Houston and Stephanie. And they wanted to split the votes 2 ways between Margot and Lamar, either as revenge or as threats. I'm really surprised that Stephanie went along with this instead of with Lamar. I guess she wanted to play her own game or something. And the big happy family alliance ends in tragedy when they try to split the vote 3 ways. Why on earth would you split the vote 3 ways? I guess they expected more people to vote with them than they actually did, which is overconfidence on their part. And in the revote, the family turned on themselves. They all somehow liked Margot more, so Tai and Hanu voted Lamar for his explosive personality, and Lien went Ailey cause she trusted her the least. This alliance is gonna explode the next episode. And here's the chart if it's any better. It's crazy that the 3 Wulong young adults are caught in a revolt when I really thought they were unstoppable at the start of the game. Now 3 have gone and 2 of them are in hot water. Also, I guess Ty's a spy of sorts since he voted with the family instead of the poolside block even though he's been there like all day. Who knows? Also, I apologize if this storyline this episode is confusing, and I won't lie, it is. I tried my best to put together working scenes to explain the story cause in the end, in the merge situation, people are just voting people that they haven't talked to. Anyway, let's get to the power rankings now. Finally, I can show normal power rankings since everyone is merged and their relationships are all in one tribe. Yes! However, the top 3 this week is not anything new. It's Tai, Hanu, and Lien, with Lien taking the top spot. Even though they didn't get their way this time, their bonds are still strong with a majority of their tribe. Maybe some self-imploding is in order after this vote. And that's all I have for you today. I'm sorry this episode took so long to come out. It's been a huge struggle putting it together, so if you enjoyed it, please do leave me a like down below. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of the week too, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!